$100 MBA Show, and today is a Q&A Weekends episode where we answer your question right here on the show. If you have a question you want us to answer, just email us at contact@100mba.net, or you can send me a tweet on Twitter, @BizRepublic is my handle, BIZRepublic. As always, I'm your host, your coach, your teacher, Omar Zenhom. I'm also the co-founder of the $100 MBA, a complete business training and community online. You can check us out at 100mba.net. We got a whole bunch of freebies, like a free course, and a whole bunch of free guides and tutorials. And today's question comes from Matthew. And Matthew asks, I'm having trouble with a client not paying me. How do I get paid without ending our business relationship? There are some details to this question that I'm going to share, but it's a really good one because this could happen in any business, even in a product-based business, not just in a service-based business. People's reoccurring membership charge fails, and you have to chase them up and say, hey, you have to pay your membership fees. So this is a really important topic. So let's get into it, guys. Let's get down to business. Today's episode of the $100 MBA Show is sponsored by Braintree. If you're working on a mobile app and searching for a simple payment solution, check out Braintree. With one simple integration, you can offer your customers every way to pay, period. To learn more and for your first $50,000 in transactions completely fee-free, go to BraintreePayments.com/MBA. That's BraintreePayments.com/MBA. So Matthew's having trouble with a client that's not paying him. He wants to address the issue, but he doesn't want to lose the client's business. Let me give you a little bit more detail of Matthew's issue. Again, this is very relatable, and this can happen with any business. So Matthew says, I'm having trouble with a client not paying me. I do event services, and I'm a vendor for many caterers. One of them is refusing payment. They don't have any problem with my service and continue to use me for more weddings. We've had a relationship since 2008. And this is the first year we've had this problem. They also give me between $80,000 to $100,000 in income each year. I've been asking for at least a partial payment, and I've been given the runaround by one of the co-owners and hostility from the other. So my question, how can I get paid without ending the partnership between our businesses? Great question, Matthew, and do not worry. Many of us have been in this situation, and this could be solved. It sounds like it's time for an honest talk with both owners at the same time. I personally would continue working with them and serve their needs as a client, but your mission should be to arrange a time to talk with both of them at the same time about this matter. I would highly suggest this meeting is in person. Now, Matthew mentions in his email how much they owe him, and it's a lot of money, and it's worth the amount to go out and cut a ticket and see them wherever they are in the country. So meeting him in person is the best case scenario, even if that means you're going to spend a few $100s on a flight. But there's something completely different when meeting people face to face and having this type of discussion. Now, in this meeting, there's nothing wrong with simply asking if you're going to get paid. At least you'll get a straight answer. They'll tell you, yes, we are going to pay you and we're going to pay you this time. Or they're going to say, no, we're not going to pay you for this gig, but we're going to keep on working with you and pay you with the other gigs. At that point, you can make a decision. You can make a decision if that amount of money that they're not paying you is worth you just letting go so you can continue to work with them or not. That's not the best case scenario, and it's probably the most unlikely scenario, but at least you know what you're working with, and you could stop chasing down the money. If they are going to pay you, if they say, yes, we will pay you, find out when, see if they're going to pay you in installments. Again, try to make it easy on them, but at the same time, get some firm answers while you have them in front of you. Now, make sure your focus is to continue to work together because you've enjoyed working with them up to this point. This is an exception to the rule. But this is a pending matter. You need to resolve it. And your commitment to travel over and to see these clients in person will prove to them how important this matter is to you, or at least how important it is for you to resolve this matter. Again, the worst case scenario is that they tell you that we're not paying you. We're not going to pay you the outstanding amount of money. But at least you know where you stand, and you can decide if it's worth it for you to continue to work with them and get new business from them, or to say it's just not worth it and not all clients are created equal. If you were to go forward and continue to work with them, regardless if they pay you or not, I would highly recommend you change the way you guys charge them. I would increase the percentage of deposit because they've proven now that they don't pay. So they shouldn't take offense when you say, we've changed our policy and we're going to need a little bit more money on deposit. So if your deposit is 50%, you may want to increase that to 75% to make sure at least the bulk of your money is paid before you actually deliver on your work. Now, they may negotiate that percentage, but at least you upped your security deposit and you're working on different terms now. You're securing a higher amount of money to ensure that you do get paid most of your money before you actually deliver. Guys, in this situation, a lot of us, we feel like, well, I don't want to lose this client. If I ask for more money or ask for more deposit or ask for money up front, they might say no, they might go with somebody else. That's an unfounded fear. For most people, especially clients that have been working with you since 2008, it's been 7 years. They don't want to look for a new service. They don't want to look for a new supplier. That's hard work to find somebody that can deliver. They know that you deliver. They know you're good. They can rely on you. Imagine trying to do this all over again and have to test out a new person. It's a headache they don't want to deal with. So you might find that they'll meet your needs. They'll meet you halfway because they don't want to deal with having to deal with somebody else. All right, guys, that wraps up today's lesson. Thank you for that question, Matthew. Guys, if you have any questions, again, you can email us at contact@100mba.net. Tomorrow, we got a great question from Ritesh, and Ritesh asks, how do you come up with new daily content for your podcast? What strategies do you use to generate new ideas? That's a very insightful question. And a lot of people might be asking this because they have a blog or they have a video show and they are thinking of new ideas to produce. So I'll get into that question tomorrow on the $100 MBA show. But until